All right. I decided to do the video lengthwise. They call it landscape or vertical. No, not vertical, horizontal. Vertical is straight up and down. Hey guys, where's the camera? Crystal always says, Sean, make sure you look at the little dot. That's what I'm doing. Tonight, be on the Shred Your Body call because you want to go to ershredders.com and that'll send you to our group. You want to go there and watch the live video that Jesse Jamnick does with Shelly Johnson, and you want to just get familiar with her. It's so cool. Her story's so cool. She's so fun. She's one of my favorite people on the planet. I just love her. And Crystal just adores her. I mean, she's special stuff. And that's what you'll find with the ER Shred culture. You're gonna find you like these people. Hey, how do you like my shirt? Check it out. Oliver got me this. Strong man. Strong man. You see my hairy chest, arg. For some reason, he's got a pink nose. I don't know what that is. Look at that nose. But you guys got to check it out. You got to go and get to know Shelly. That's tonight. And then tomorrow night, we'll have our Come Alive call. And all you current shredders, promise me, come on that call. And I already posted it. So go on my wall. You can look up the call information. You could be on the call. Please come and join us because that's what makes this fun. That's what makes this special. And it's actually a big part of the equation. Somebody's blushing. The call is going to be epic. I bet she makes him, but she's going to make him blush. I don't know if I would do, I wouldn't be able to finish the call. She'd have me in stitches. I wouldn't be able to finish. I'd be laughing so hard. Every time I talk to her, I don't know. I just like that person so much. I just like her so much. And, but I feel bad because now she probably feels like they always expect me to do something funny. But Shelly, you just keep being you and it just flows. You don't even have to try. It just flows. But she has a podcast. You'll learn all about it. She has a whole amazing story. And then you're going to say, what is this ER Shred? Like, what does it have to do with her story? And that's where a connection is going to be made for you. See, we have the Shredders United Biz call, and that is just all about culture. It's just all about helping you understand like what walks of life people come from, why they're attracted to entrepreneurship, how they end up, doing this and why, and all the good, feel-good stuff around all of that and what attracted them to it and how have they done with it and what is their advice. That's culture around that end of it. And then Jesse is doing culture around these transformations. And man, this is powerful stuff. So you're getting to know, I'll tell you this is special for me because one of the things that came from my health crisis and my ER Shred transformation as a result, Jason, man, I was just going to talk about you. Guys, I'm going to post up Jason's video here tonight, probably in just a minute here, 12-minute video. It goes by in like 3 minutes, I promise you. I listened to it and I thought it was a 3 or 4 minute video, and then he said how long it'd been, and I was like, wait, what? Jason, man, like that's the magic. That's the stuff I'm talking about. That is so deep. When you were talking, I have to tell you, like I started jumping up and down and getting all kinds of giddy excited like a child when you were talking about how good you feel. And you were talking about how you haven't felt that good since you were a child. And then you said, wait, no, I can sincerely say that I never even felt this good as a child. Man, I know that feeling. I do know that feeling. So thank you, Jason. I'm going to put your video up on my wall here pretty soon. Getting all these notifications. So one of the things that came from my transformation, and Jason, anybody else that's been through ER Shred, you'll understand this, and you never had this happen before, but you're going to understand what I'm talking about when you say, wait a minute, what's going on here? Because you understand the physical part of it. You understand that. That makes perfect sense. You're losing some weight. You're losing the bloat. You're losing the gas. You're gaining energy. Thanks, Adam. Adam knows what I'm talking about. And you are, let's say you are getting more physically fit, whatever. This all makes sense. All makes sense. And then you start to feel happier. And that's cool. Cool. Like, yeah, you feel better. You feel better about how you look. You feel better about how you feel. Yeah, that would lead to happiness. But then there's this other component that I can't explain. And I haven't been able to explain it to anyone. And I don't know that you can explain it to anyone. It's like they just have to experience it, and they either have it or they don't. But only the people that have experienced it would really understand. It was this moment where I realized, like, wait a minute. I have been playing small in life. And then you kind of go, why have I been playing small in life? And then it comes to you like, oh, it's because I'm afraid of letting people see the real me. And why am I afraid of letting people see the real me? And then it's like, because you're afraid they won't like you. You think people want to see what you think they want to see. You think people want to see what is the status quo? What do people expect us to do? What do people expect us to talk like? What do people expect us to talk about? What do people expect of us, period? And when you, man, I'm telling you, when you like get to this place, it's so deep, and it has everything to do with, I'm just saying, it has everything to do with getting in tune with your body, mind, and soul. And I think there's just too much junk going on. There's just too much inflammatory crap happening, and we're walking around like zombies, and we're in a coma. And even people that think they feel great or look great, I still don't think they realize there's a whole other level where all of a sudden you say, okay, all right, I'm cool with me. I'm okay with me. And I'm going to start putting me out there. I'm going to start sharing me. And when you do, and then all of a sudden this is magical, because you start just being your true authentic self. You start opening up, you start being authentic and vulnerable, and people appreciate it. People actually appreciate it. People are like, they look at you, Jason, like I guarantee you from that video, I guarantee you, Jason, that you're going to have people say to you, Jason, like, they see something in you. There's something going on there, and it's not surface level. It comes from within. You can't fake it. It can't be faked. And they want what you got. Jason, like, when I watched that video, I was like, I want what he has. I want what he has. Lucky for me, I have it. Hey, Susan just chimed in. She knows what I'm talking about. So did Brad. Brad knows what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. Even I talked to Aubrey today, and she said, you know, we have something special. I know you know that. She's like, that's why I'm still around, because I know we have something special. She knows, and I know. I feel it. And it's just, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for everybody to experience it. It's like love, like there's more than enough love to go around. There's more than enough of this feeling of just stepping into you. Whoa, man, does that even make sense? Stepping into the real you. Damn. Whoa. I'm telling you, it's magic. And I just have never felt so secure in my life. And I've never had such positive outlook on life. Heather's chiming in. 100%. This is so special and life-changing. And Jason said authenticity, vulnerability, true connection. I'm telling you guys, I have never felt so good about everything. And think about what's happening in the world. Think about what's happening in the world. Politically. Think about it. Think about environmentally. Think about all the social causes, social justice. Think about the economy. Think about everything. And somehow, some way, in the midst of all of it, me, who I'm traditionally a stress cadet, I would worry myself sick. I would be in bad shape, you guys. Bad shape. And I am on top of the world right now. That's crazy. And I have been sharing things with people that it just flows like just the truth. Like I'm just being honest about everything. I'm not sitting there thinking like, oh, is this good for business? Like, no. Connect with people, like really connect. Be your true self. And if you don't know who that is, I don't know what to tell you other than I didn't either. Like, I think I knew who I really was, but I think I was scared to death to unveil that. I think I was scared to death to let people to see that. And just thank you guys, everybody out there. Thanks. At least I feel like you like me, and I appreciate it because we all have self-doubt. We all have insecurity. We all think that, do I bring value? I don't know. I hope I bring value. So I just want you guys to know, I know how that feels. I know how that feels to wonder, like, do I have much to offer? Everybody Bob, you're on here, man. I love you. You bring mass value. You and Allie both, you bring mass value. This culture is so special to me. So special. And it goes so far beyond anything. It goes so far beyond nutrition. It goes so far beyond entrepreneurship, which I love those things. I love entrepreneurship and I love nutrition. I'm crazy about this stuff. But what I'm even more passionate about is like genuine, real human connection, like true friendship where you can actually love on each other and there's no judgment, just 100% tolerance across the board. Doesn't matter. Political parties, squash it. Religion, squash it. Gender, squash it. Age, squash it. Race, squash it. Why? Because we just love each other, man. Like, that's crazy, man. I love that so much. Wow. Like, I don't know that I've ever really experienced it at this level in my whole life. I have with Crystal, but not with like a group of people outside of my wife have I ever felt this closeness. So guys, if you're looking for something like that, I'll just put it out there. If you're looking for culture, now how would you know if you need culture? Well, it's like being part of a team. It's like playing sports again as a kid, or some people loved to be in the band, or some people love to be in the choir. And it's just so fun to be part of something. It's like being part of a Jeep safari club or, a bird watching club. But what's cool about what we do is it's all encompassing. Like we focus on health, we focus on the financial, which is necessary. We focus on the personal, like relationships, like legitimately. It's not just, I'll get to know you because we work together. It's not like that at all. It's like, it's so powerful. And like attracts like. It's the right kinds of people. These are growers. These are people that really want to do good. These are the kinds of people you want to be around. And everything else it just feels as though it starts there and everything is just enhanced in a beautiful way. That's all I can say. Whew, got the feel goods, man. I got the feel goods. I know there's people out there and they're jaded and they probably feel unmotivated. They probably feel lonely. They probably feel unappreciated. They probably feel unmotivated. Hope I didn't say that already. They probably also feel scared and unsure, and there's the self-doubt, and there's people that feel embarrassed. Like when we talk about no judgment, there is no judgment in the ER shred culture. There's zero judgment in the ER shred culture. Do you understand? So, like I talk about how I've been able to go off of all these culprit foods and how much better I'm feeling, how excited I am, and how alive I've come. But if you wanted to keep drinking soda, for instance, like, I don't judge that. I don't judge that, you know? And so for me, I was so happy to finally get off it. It was so hard for me for so long, and I was just so excited to get off of it because I don't like things to have that kind of a hold on me. But, you know, no matter what, I just want you guys to know the ER Shred culture is not some vanity culture. It is not. So I hope when I post pictures of me working out, stuff like that, I'm trying to motivate people to work out. I'm not trying to show off. I'm not trying to be like that is not in my nature. If you talk to Crystal, she would say, that is not like Sean to do that. And it's not like me to do that. And I do it by design, by intent. And I'm trying to motivate people like, let's get going. You know, let's get going. Now's the time to get going. Let me tell you why. I noticed, because I go to the gym, and right now the gyms are open here. Hey, Lisa, thank you so much. I noticed something at the gym. I noticed that the first week of January, the gym was still dead, like really dead. And I told my daughter, I was like, this is weird, man. This must be COVID. Because usually the first 3 weeks of January, the gym is slammed. Like, you can't even move. Well, I thought it was COVID. Well, guess what? This week, so the second week of January, the gym is slammed, like way slammed, like painful, like I don't even want to be there. But I'm also glad people are doing it. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm thrilled for people. Like, when I see people at the gym, I'm so thrilled if the gym's crowded. I don't want to be there when it's crowded because Crystal likes crowds. I don't like crowds. It's just too much commotion for me. I get like sensory overload, but Crystal loves that because she's like, yay, there's like a party. But now this week it's slammed. What does that tell you? I think just the first week of January was like everybody was still in a coma. They're just like, from all the holidays and all the gorging and everything. And I'm the type of person, I hope people keep coming, like keep coming to the gym. You got to get well. You got to get fit. You got to take care of yourself. Exercise is the best medicine. It's the best medicine. So I don't care if you do ER Shred or not. If you exercise, you and I have something really powerful in common because that's necessary. And last thing I'll say, I think it's funny on a personal note. This guy, he was talking, he's this intellectual, and he was talking about how he says, people that go to the gym, you know, they act like they're so, they act like they're so motivated. They act like they're so powerful. They act like they're so strong. He says, I don't see them doing anything with any of that. I don't see them going and fighting bears. I don't see them like, running away from predators or anything. He says, I'd rather spend my time becoming more and more intelligent. That's what really serves me in my life. And he said all of this, and he was dead serious. Guy was from Scotland, but I love the Scottish accent. But anyway, I said to Crystal, I said, what does that even mean? Like, I don't understand that. Just because I don't have to go out and like haul hay every day, or just because I don't have to go and like slay a beast every day, I shouldn't try to make my body optimal. Like, I can't make sense out of that. To me, whether I was born a woman, whether I was born a man, whether I was born no matter what race, I would see my physical body as a representation of what I am, my character. And when people look at me and, you know, what does my story, which is my physical appearance, not that I'm vain, because I'm really not vain like that. Like, I hate people that do all the, I don't hate people, excuse me. I hate it when people do all the fake stuff, all the plastic surgery. I don't like it. I don't like it all. I don't like it when people, you know, wear all the fancy clothes and act like they're all, you know, pretentious and like they're better than other people because they can afford expensive clothing. I hate that stuff. Like, I find it physically repulsive. It disgusts me. Okay? It disgusts me when people are like that. So I'm not vain like that. But if we're talking about people, when they meet you, what does your physical appearance, what does it speak to them? Now, if you were to say, I look at someone and they're physically fit and I can tell they're taking good care of themselves, that speaks to me. That says something to me about them. Now, if you look at someone and they don't look like that, does that mean you think less of them? Not necessarily, no. But it tells a story nonetheless. Like what I love about Jesse Jamnick and I are very, very close. It's an interesting, it's a very interesting dynamic there, because Jesse and I, we're almost of the same mind. Like we're cut from the same cloth. For some reason, he and I get along extremely well, and he will say it like it is. He will say it like it is. Like he'll tell people, he'll call them out on their bullshit, if you will. They'll call them out on their bullshit. And you know what? Sometimes that can be helpful. Sometimes people need that. He doesn't do it in a cruel way. He doesn't do it in a shameful way or a bullying way, but he'll do it nonetheless. And I think people are spoiled rotten in this country. People have become weak. People have become just lazy, and people want to be told what to do all the time. Okay? So you might wonder, why would I pick someone like a Jesse Jamnick to be, like my spokesperson for ER Shred? I can't think of anybody better, because he says it like it is, and he is what he is. And you might say, well, it doesn't look nice when he says swear words and stuff. Well, guess what? That's how he is. And if you don't know people from Boston, him swearing, to him, that is not swearing. That's normal everyday life. That's how they talk. That is perfectly okay. And I just love to see him be himself. I love it, because there was a time in Isagenix, the business. I've known Jesse for 6 years, I think. And there was a time when he was getting belittled and shamed because he would say these swear words periodically. This is just part of his vocabulary. And people would come down on him hard. And they would say, you can't do that. That's unprofessional. What's unprofessional? What's unprofessional? Let me tell you what's unprofessional. To fake. What's unprofessional is if you swear in your everyday conversations, and that's how you talk, and that's how your brother talks, and that's how your uncle talks, and that's how your mom talks, and that's how the UPS driver talks, and that's what you are, and you pretend to be something else for the sake of everybody else. That's not the ER Shred culture. You understand? That's enough said. ER Shred culture is bring you to us, and we're going to love the way you are. Unless you're like some horrible person that hurts children. We ain't going to like you then. And, we don't mince words. Like, how I feel about that stuff. But if you're a good-hearted person and you love people, you're not hurting people, you're not breaking the law and trying to take advantage, we got space for you. And we want you. We want the real you. Just like Jason brought it today. And Jason, you brought it, man. Like, oh, man, you touched my heart today. It's just going to be more and more coming. More people. And I just can't think of anything more enlightening than to be around that kind of an environment where people feel comfortable in their own skin, where people feel like, I'm gonna get so many people on video. You watch me. Guess what went through my mind today, Jason? I saw Bob Seabright on video, and I thought, wait, why doesn't Bob do live videos? Because Bob's really good at it. And you might say, well, what's good at it? I'm just telling you, Bob's really good at doing live videos. He's phenomenal. And he's got a lot to share. And he's just got a great vibe about him. And he's just got good, what do you call it? The mojo, whatever you got going on, like he rubs off on you. And so I was thinking, Bob got going live on video. Jason got going live on video. And these those couple videos are actually very meaningful for me, very touching. I take that with me, just so you guys know, like, that becomes a part of me, because I can feel it when people are being 100%. Yeah, man. You can feel it. It just touches you. This is going to be the ER shred culture. I'm not saying everybody's got to go on video, but here's the real question. Why can't we go on video? Think about that. Why are people so scared? What is the underlying cause? It's deeper than being on video. Do you understand? There's a reason. What are they worried about? Are they worried they talk funny? Are they worried they look funny? Are they worried that they aren't good with their words, or they're not good with pronunciation? Or are they worried that they have an accent? Are they worried about, not having much to say? Like, there's some real depth here, guys. And I've got to tell you, part of this ER shred, what it's done for me is I told Crystal, I said, I got to start putting myself out there. And that is so scary for me. And I said, I got to start putting myself out there. And I just tried. I just tried. And that's where all of this was born from, was just, I had to take this step and just say, whew,